I'm in sync with the earth. 10 toes deep, flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad, let her ties in the hearse. I've been on the vibe, kinda hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I'm never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap. Got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, do that ass survive, doing 80 to the house. Then I hit it to the sky, change haters on a tirade. Talking to their grip in the face, be still, let that hate stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Trail spill from my lips, feel big from the bib. Take a sip till I pass out. I'm trying to get grit, but it don't make sense. Cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the glass house. I don't need the accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just wanna eat, save a spot at the table. Beast with the slap, pin myself on the map. You long with the wind, but we knowing that it's capped. 5-hour flights, couple nights at the flat. To be real, couldn't see me making moves while I'm at. I'm still on the grind, limit time when I chat. I'm burning down sage, keep the demons away. When I write it, give a piece of myself to the page. I don't do it for the praise, love, that's just how I'm made.
Truth in the glass in the mirror.
Yeah.
Do it at me, old man, tryna pass in the fear. You're the first one to talk, but the last one to hear. Eyes blurry, but I couldn't see that, and he cleared down. Start to feel like I'm on one.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, people. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know the voice. Y'all know the sound. James Bubba Williams, DJ Exclusive, is in the building. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you all. Hope you're ready for a good show, man. Y'all stay tuned. Like it or not, with the Queen, Rebecca Azor, is coming up next. Good morning, everybody.
I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young to me reckless. Gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace.
Shout out Roller Dragon for dropping everybody's names for me. I appreciate that. Good morning again, everybody. Shout out to Roller Dragon, Six Dragon Daddy, Brenda King, Wins, singer for Mary C. Good morning. Boondocks Dragon. Good morning. Chewy Crab, Priscilla, Siler Hackner, Fatal Flaw Dragon, Amber Layla, Tiger. What's going on? Umi, Samaya, Myla. Good morning, y'all. Shay Dragon. Good morning, everybody. So Bob, good morning to you. Bob, I hope you're feeling better, Tyler. Jason Goodcraft, good morning.
Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free.
Oh, Tyler, I hope you feel better, sir. Snack Panther, good morning, Snack. Josh, does that sound a little bit better, Josh? Still muffled or is okay? Okay, cool. Thank you, sir.
wonder, why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know we should. You cast your spell and now we're under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can.
The ghetto child, the ghetto.
So I stay here.
Laser Sword, good morning to you.
Walk out the door, yeah. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free.
Terrible.
Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through.
That is corny as
This is
hell.
gonna mean you. Set your mind free. Oh, hey.
Kareem Ransom, good morning, Kareem.
Made a promise to myself this time I'll keep it. Where there's a
Baby.
will, yeah.
Tickle me, they really tickle me.
With every smile, with every step, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see ya brighter day.
I know y'all wonder what I'm giggling at, but I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute. Cam, good morning to you, Cam. Lily, good morning. What's the difference between black eyed peas and chickpeas? What's the difference between black eyed peas and chickpeas? Marcus Farrell, what's going on, Marcus? Marcus in the chat, what's going on, sir? Hey, the difference between black eyed peas and chickpeas. Black eyed peas can sing us a song. Chickpeas can hum us one. It went over some of y'all head. I know it did. Alicia, good morning to you. Marcus Farrell, it's good to see you, sir. Almost one. It was so corny, but it was so damn funny. Priscilla. Greg, good morning to you. Oh, man. Oh man. Oh man. Talisa Jones. My friend wants to park his chicken truck next to Chick-fil-A on Sunday and call it side chick. Hey man, this is what we're gonna do this morning. Y'all drop y'all best dad joke in the chat, and I'll make sure I read it. Okay, let's see if y'all can make me laugh. All right, I'm down for the challenge this morning. And Marcus, that's dope. I see Mundell out there knocking everything down, and I love it. I'm here for it. Right, Lee. What's to be good? Good morning. Never too early. Damn it, Josh. Bryce, what's going on? Good morning, Bryce. Whew. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. The Queen has entered the building. Like it or not, it is about to go down. Good morning, everybody. Make sure that you hit that like button, share, comment, subscribe, and all that other good stuff, man. Good morning.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's the summertime, right? Let's get it like or not. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Yeah. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going down.
Rebecca Zora's in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, a real life ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. She's always coming up with the master plan. Politics, dreaming, trying to find the meaning of life. Why the fans keeps us in stride.
I am your DJ exclusive. Y'all know who I am. I stay dropping them jams.
Good hope, dad jokes, culture, it's politics. What's here right now is the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I ended up with the plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. Tuesday to Thursday, you know how we do. Let's go. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going down.
Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going, it's going. Hey man, let's start this damn show.
Like It or Not with Benjamin Dixon starts now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Ooh, the focus is off. Give me one moment here. All right.
You come in looking like one of the Josie and the Pussycat dolls this morning. I see you in your little top.
It's actually a dress, very short one, but okay, here we go. Good morning and welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth.
And not care who doesn't like it. Good morning, sister.
Good morning, child. Listen.
Right.
She's tired. She's tired. She's sleepy. She's exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
She's crampy. She got a little attitude. But you know,
look, I almost called it this morning, Rebecca. I was this close to calling it when I text you and I said, "Hey, Becca, what you looking like?" Child, I was about to say, "Is it looking like no show this morning?" But you know what I said? I'm gonna get up. We're gonna get it going
because we're right here at the end of the summer, and we've been rocking and doing what we can in the midst of trying to balance out our, other situations, because that's how we make our money. I know that we used to scream free us, but baby, we ain't been free, so we had to really just take we had to go back to work, baby. We gotta work.
Child, what? That the actual work
a little bit. And I still want to be free, but baby, we got to do a little bit more work to help, push the show and get us to where we can be at a point where we can be free and here with you guys as often as we would like. However, child, we'd be like, just like when y'all text me this morning, back, what you looking like. Of course, that's how you know how much sleep you can get and how you can move.
That's how you gauge everything.
Yeah, that's how you gauge everything, which is understood. And I only had one eyebrow on. Because, as for me in my home, when I come on the show, I got to look presentable. Even if I'm wearing one of my, T-shirts that just my graphic tees or whatever, I still got to look presentable or you're going to see where I was sleeping and the line was just cutting through my face. I was,
wow.
Yesterday, I slept through the alarm, which is crazy. How we were talking about how we dance with the alarm, in your sleep and that. I didn't even dance to the alarm in my sleep. I don't even know what dimension I was in my sleep yesterday.
Right.
I was just far gone. Like, forget the world, forget all that stuff. I can't hear a thing. Can't hear, see nothing, know nothing. I'm asleep wherever this dimension is. I am there.
there. That's it. Like the real world don't matter. It's
That's
like,
it.
and that was just me this morning. Like, I don't know, the past week or so, my alarm goes off at 8 o'clock every morning. But as of lately, how the alarm plays for so long, it just stops.
Oh,
Child, that's been my alarm. So I'll wake up child 8:45 and the alarm is stopped. And it's sitting there like, I tried to wake you up, fool, but you ain't get
wow.
up. So I just let you sleep. Okay, cool.
Yeah, must be nice to wake up at 8 o'clock. Child. I'll be like,
Excuse
I gotta
me.
get up, see which wig I'm gonna pull out. What outfit am I gonna do? Let me go ahead and put some cold water on these eyelids.
Right.
Let me get through these braces so they don't see what I ate last night. Let me go ahead and do this. Look, I have to really plan it out. And then I have to put on my music because my music, I work out in the mornings too. So that I have to do.
Okay.
So, but I have to get in the groove to wake me up because like I can really go to sleep early. Like yesterday night, I went to sleep early, woke up because I'm like, and let me tell y'all why I woke up. Y'all gonna be like, girl, yeah, I woke up because in my dream, I needed to see if the money came so I can pay a bill. I swear. And so now that's why on the sleep that I had the second time, I was in another dimension yesterday. But I woke up, y'all, because I needed to know if the money, the anxiety reached to me in my dreams. And I told you I've been working on my mental health and stuff. So I had to wake up and like, everything's gonna be okay. That was an unexpected payment that you had to make, but everything is going to be all right. You're going to get through everything. Everything is going to be fine. Because why did it come to me in my sleep like, is the money there? Is the money there? If the money's not there, you know what's going to happen to you? If you don't get it, you just start making these things up in your head, creating doubt, creating a whole black hole for yourself. And, like I said, I'm mentally helping myself get stronger. So I had to wake up and be like, get thee behind me, Satan. God, I believe everything that you have for me. Rebecca, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Rebecca, that wasn't a dream that you had, child. That was a nightmare, honey.
Hey, bills is coming for you. And you know what time it is. What's today? 31st? What is tomorrow?
Right.
What is tomorrow?
It's the first of the month.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. You see, that's what it is in the dream. It's the first of the month. I'm like, oh my God. Now you in the dream battling, and then you got to get up. And you're just like, oh my God. Like, now I got to go check my account and see if they put the money in. And oh gosh, if they didn't put the money in. Now, why did they take that money knowing that I need every dial? Like, see, now I got to call Apple and tell them that I did not intend for them to take that $4.99. Netflix. Oh my God. Netflix really, because I knew I was supposed to cut Netflix off last month.
Apple is so disrespectful. Apple is disrespectful as hell because they don't. It just seems like they don't come at the beginning of the month. They don't come at the end of the month. They just come out when the hell they want to. Like, hey, I'm music. What is it? Apple Family, whatever the hell it's called. Apple One. Just give me that. Your account good? You got $10 in there? Okay, let me just go ahead and overdraw that shit real quick. Okay, come on, let's go.
No, they don't care about who you are or where you are in your life. They don't care. They don't even have a specific, like you said, day. They come like a thief in the night.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible says that's your enemy. That's your enemy. They come like a thief in the night. Why are you like, I wake up and I'm like, girl, okay, let me see what I can move over to this next account to make that bill payment. And then now, why would they go and take that money and not tell me? See, this is why now I gotta representative. Ma'am, hi. Azor, A-Z like zebra, O-R. Oh my God. Okay. Ma'am, yes. Look, my sister does this thing. If the person doesn't sound nice.
Oh, you do nice?
My sister says if the person doesn't sound nice, she hangs up the phone and call back.
I thought you was going to say something else, Rebecca.
No, My sister, listen, I come on. If I feel like they did, and this is what I tell them to let them know my attitude is not towards them. I know it's not you, it's the company, but it's the principle of the matter. So I need you to understand, and you're not understanding me, ma'am. That'd be me. Melinda says if the person picks up like, hello. Welcome. Thank you for calling AT&T, or thank you for calling Apple. My name is such and such. How may I help you? She hangs up. She says she needs the person to be like, hi, thank you for calling Apple. My name is such and such. How may I help you today? She says when they start like that, they're going to be like, oh, wow, that is so. I know what I can do. We're going to check out a few things for you, Miss Azar, and we're going to move, and we're going to see what I am so sorry. And because we did that, we're going to give you an extra credit on your account to make sure that you are caught up for the next month, because we know how things can be right now during the pandemic. And we definitely understand a lot of people are behind. So yes.
I can't stand you. And shout out to Marcus for the super chat too. Marcus Farrell is in the chat, Rebecca. He said you need to put your orange and green FAMU wig on.
Oh, listen, it got a little orange at the bottom. Marcus, how are you? How you doing?
And he said you owe him some Haitian rum too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I got that. I literally got that. But yeah,
wait a damn minute.
I got Haitian rum.
You don't never invite me over.
I always invite you over. You say it's fine.
Rebecca, you don't never invite me over. Y'all, she is lying. All the cap in the world. That's how they use it, cap.
If I don't, I've invited you over. I said, come to my side. You be like, girl, Rebecca.
Child, you stay in Wakanda, child. Like,
thank you. See, this is why I don't do it no more. I was asking so many times when I did the brunch for you, and you was like, okay, girl, it's far. It's like Wakanda. Because I'm here. The white folks really don't know nothing. They literally live in their own world. I don't know. It got a little blacker since I've been here, but child.
But you know what though? I did enjoy myself out there. I like the area, but child, yes, it was like Snowflake Town. Is that a real place? I don't know. That's what it was like though.
Snowflake like Village. That's how Umar Johnson calls them people snowflakes. Y'all on one this morning. Shake it off.
Everybody is on this morning.
Shake it off. Hold on, let me see. I am trying to.
Oh man, you got to scroll over. I already know. You just got to go to the bottom and scroll over.
Y'all
know what you do.
It's just not doing it for me. I don't know why it does this. So give me a moment while I get my my computer.
You want me to drop it in the whatchamacallit?
Please do, because what happens is it pops up with the full the document necessary, and then it goes into another document,
like another sheet. Yeah.
Yes, and then
you look at the very bottom. You don't see the little line with the dates.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. So it's probably your computer. Yeah.
I'm finally here. Ooh, child. I said I wasn't gonna make it. We ain't gonna make it today. But welcome again to Like It or Not. We are here with you guys. We got the news. Don't even worry about it. We wanted to chit chat with you guys a little bit. Thank you so much again for watching. For those of you who heard our rant and want to continue to support, because of you, we are doing this every single day. We missed a few days, but we haven't missed a moment with you guys. Make sure you go to patreon.com/like it or not. Patreon.com/like it or not. Also, make sure, I know there are a few of you guys. I did end up going on our one of our social media pages. I believe it's on Facebook. Somebody was asking where we were. Listen, for the summertime, we have been on the YouTube. Okay, I know that you guys are looking for us specifically on that page, but we haven't been streaming off of that page specifically, Like It or Not page. So if you're looking for us, we're right here on YouTube on the Benjamin Dixon Show channel, as well as on his personal Facebook. So you can find us there. But once we are back in full effect and giving you full-time show, we'll be streaming on all of those areas where you'd be looking for us. But if you know somebody that's been looking for us, right here on YouTube. And thank you guys for following us. What'd you say, babe?
Somebody was looking for me.
Cashed out. Okay. Now, there's been a lot of emergencies happening.
Man, what?
And I feel like, they don't want us to play into it being an emergency or something that is a world crisis. And I would say a world crisis because we're part of the world, but specifically we narrow it down to a national crisis, of a statewide crisis. But for people, if it's not in your state, what happens, right? We don't give a damn. So when it's not really hitting news like it should be, when it's not hitting any other media platforms like it should be, we just don't really care. We don't have the exact knowledge. So how many of you guys, and I want you to write this in the chat, knew about Jackson having a water crisis, Jackson, Mississippi having a water crisis? And I want you guys to write it in the chat as we discuss a little bit about what's going on. So recent torrential rain coupled with years of water system issues have resulted in a crisis in Jackson, Mississippi, where the city doesn't have enough water to fight fires, flush toilets, or even hand out water to residents in need. Jackson's main water treatment facility began failing on Monday, according to Governor Tate Reeves. The National Guard was called up to help distribute bottled water as crews work to get the water treatment plant back online, state officials said, but the distribution itself proved unsustainable. Residents of all ages were seen waiting in lines more than a mile long at Hawkinsfield Airport for at least 2 hours on Tuesday just for one case of bottled water. The event was supposed to span 3 hours, but barely ran 2 as people were eventually turned away when the 700 cases of water ran out. We're only talking 700 cases, 700. Jackson Mayor Chwoki Antar Lumumba told CNN's Pamela Brown that the city is working on more water distribution events. The Mississippi Emergency Management Agency will provide nearly 30 water trucks to help supplement the city's events, said the mayor. Explanations for Jackson's failing system are complicated because when yesterday I looked and I tried to find specifics as to why. I know that it says on Monday it started to fail. Over the years, over time, there were little things that were happening. But what was the exact cause that took it there? That was it. Yeah. But they said damage this summer to pumps at the main water treatment facility made failure increasingly likely as the summer progressed. The flooding of the Pearl River after heavy rains last week could have affected the treatment processes and therefore the amount of running water the system can provide. And that was by Lumumba. This week's troubles come as the water system has been plagued with problems for years, then with the city already under a boiling water notice since July. July. We didn't know that. And I say we, the people on the outside, didn't know that. I keep saying we're going to be the next Flint, Michigan, said Geraldine Watts, who's 86, who was able to get water at a grocery store Monday night. And it looks like that's exactly what we're headed for, she continued. Now we have a clip. Let's take a look.
So how about those Braves? They're working on it, Rebecca.
We started developing water distribution plans, sourcing tankers, and assessing all of the risk associated with an event like this. We also set a meeting for today between the mayor and our experts. All of this was with the prayer that we would have more time before their system ran to failure. Unfortunately, that failure appears to have begun.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I think when we're watching these, when we're watching these clips and we're hearing what's going on, it does remind me of what's happening in Flint, what's happening, because it's still currently a thing in Flint, Michigan. And to know that Mississippi is going through a similar situation, I can't imagine what other states are quietly going through these water crises that we don't even know about. But to know that Mississippi is going through this, and they're not people aren't able to go to school, people aren't able to go to work, people aren't able to do anything. They have no water to really move around. Like I said, they can't utilize the water in that particular city. So water is a lot of times is what we use for a lot of things. Businesses can't really run. Imagine a restaurant. How are they cooking their? How are they cleaning their food? How are they cooking their food? The kids can't go to school. There's nothing there for them. There's nothing there for them. What like everybody is having to fend for themselves. 700 cases of water is not a lot. I can
What
go
is
to
that going to
Aldi's
do?
warehouse and see 700 cases of water.
Exactly.
But for a city, we're talking about Jackson, Mississippi. They don't have water. I hope that they get the help that they need. I don't know what that looks like, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like we're getting the information, but I don't know what that looks like for. I've seen testimonials of people who also don't know what that looks like for their city in Jackson. All they know is that they need water. They don't know, what their government is really going to do. All they know is what they've heard. But their situation that they're dealing with right now in this particular moment, where they cannot get up and move to the next place, they have to be in their home. They don't have that luxury of getting up and going to a safe haven where they can wait until the water is fixed or whatever the case may be. They're having to live with it, figure out a way around it. And so this is what's going on right now. This is right here in the United States. This is right here in Mississippi.
So that's only a few hours. Excuse me, a few hours away from us. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I hope that we get more information on how they can people can get water over to them. And with it being just a few hours away, wondering, what is there somewhere, if I do find out, you guys know I'm quick on that. Find out if there's anywhere in Atlanta where we can drop off, or locally for you, if you can drop off. I can figure out some of that information as we move forward. And if you guys who are watching have any information of what, how we can help Mississippi, or Jackson, get what they need as far as water, because that's really what they need right now.
Yeah.
Drop some information so that we can share that with the audience as well. So that's what's going on when it comes to some national news, child.
That's
when
crazy.
it comes to crisis that are happening right now. Now I'll get to this story, but let's see. No, we'll get to it now, because I know it's never a day where we can't go without another racist cop story, child.
Child, what? At one point over the past few weeks, in our little Slack group, Rebecca, I was just adding stories, and the reason why I didn't cover them, because I'm just like, at this point, I can just we can group everything together and cover it at one time. It was literally that many stories going on, where it's just been ridiculous with these cops, man. Not getting any better at all. And of course, didn't think that they were going to, but it's just like, damn, defund the police.
No, it's defund the feds, because defunding the feds means that it shows that the feds are bad because they broke into lawfully, or they raided lawfully Donald Trump's home, but they can never defund the police. Remember the thin blue line that was everybody, including the feds, including everybody, sheriffs, the cops, officers, everybody. But now they understand what defund means, but they only understand what defund means when it comes to something that has affected them, and not really indirectly affected them. We're talking about things that are directly affecting our community, people who look like us every single day. If I walk outside, I may or may not get shot down by a cop who's just having a bad day, lying on reports, covering his camera up, not giving his information, acting aggressively, all of that. You see what I'm saying?
Meeting garages to make up stories to go shoot up somebody's house.
Waiting for the next. Wow, that's crazy. Waiting for the next officer to pull up so that they can come up with a story that makes sense when they go back to the office and see how much help that can, protect them. So when we say defund the police, baby, when we say defund the police, baby, this is what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? It affects me and my homegirl. Thank you. And, Torrance City officers spoke of hurting and killing black suspects. New racist text revealed that police officers in Southern California's city of Torrance talked about hurting and murdering black suspects, said in an investigation report published by the Los Angeles Times on last Thursday. the day after Torrance police shot 23-year-old Christopher DeAndre Mitchell in 2018. His mother and a dozen of his loved ones staged a protest outside of the Torrance Police Department's headquarters. At that same time, a group of officers, including 2 who had killed Mitchell, were discussing the situation via text, saying, quote, was going to tell you all those N words. Family members are all pissed off in front of the police station. One wrote, according to the court documents recently reviewed by the newspaper earlier this year, the Los Angeles County District's Attorney's Office submitted 390 text messages from 2018 to 2020 that contained anti-Semitic, racist, homophobic, and transphobic remarks. The messages reportedly were not just about Mitchell, but other victims of police violence in Torrance, California. The messages also included comments about lynching suspects and killing Black children. Many of the messages were redacted, and the Los Angeles Times reports that the officers have been trying to suppress evidence of the text messages. According to court records, one of the officers called protesters savages. Court records also showed that the officers later mused about what might happen once the identities of those who shot Mitchell became public, said the report. Gun cleaning party at my house when they release my name, one asked. Yeah, absolutely. Let's all just post in your yard with lawn chairs in a firing squad, another replied. The report revealed 8 months ago, a Los Angeles Times investigations revealed portions of racist and homophobic text messages exchanged by at least a dozen Torrance police officers, a scandal that sparked an investigation by the California Attorney General's office. Criminal cases in which the officers were involved continue to be dismissed, and at least one man has been released from prison. Lawsuits filed against officers involved have already cost Torrance more than $10 million US dollars, as it should. Still, most of the officers implicated remain employed by the city, according to the report. And that's something that I don't see as shocking. A lot of times we see officers have the blood on their hands, not just talk about it, but literally have the blood on their hands, commit the crime where they may not have killed the person, but planted drugs in a vehicle on the person, planted a gun in that person's vehicle and gotten away with it, still working. And these are supposed to be the people that are supposed to protect and serve us. But it's like, it doesn't matter. They're hiring whoever. If they like you, if they love you, if they say you just were having a bad day, you just got it wrong this time. That's what matters to the police officers department the most, because they're like a fraternity, right? They stick together no matter what. Now, the Black folks, when they have on the outfit, may have that stick togetherness. As soon as they take off that uniform and your same cop friend sees you on the street and doesn't really recognize you, or you are talking like, you know, I'm a cop too, they're going to be like, I don't care. You are liable to get shot down as well.
Absolutely.
It's happened. Police officers are only safe when they are in uniform. The Black ones. The police officers are a gang together and they work together. And anytime we've heard of them killing people, anytime we've heard of them hurting people, anytime we've heard of them doing something, social media will come out with them playing in the Black community basketball on the street and expect us to be like, oh, wow.
Dancing the black songs.
Dancing the Black songs. We'll see them pull up in the pimped out Maserati, Lamborghini that they took the money, donations to the police department and got
that they seized.
They seized and they wrapped the vehicle. And now it's going to be utilized for when kids come to the sheriff's department or the police department, they can take pictures near the Lambo. Yeah.
Right.
That's really it, y'all. I don't know. Police are very protected.
It just seems like they're holding up to what they were initially put in place for. This is what the meaning of police was. And this is clear. I mean, they're sending messages about lynching people. Come on, man. This is clear as day, but yet half of these people still there. have all of these people still there. Nothing's been done about it. Even in the case of Christopher Mitchell, they didn't even charge the officers, but they still settled and gave the family $7.8 million. No amount of money is going to bring back my son, my child, my family member at all. So it doesn't matter. So now they're opening the case. They opened up the case back up last year, but I mean, it's nothing still going to come of it. It's just like you said, it's just like a fraternity. It gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
And this is just in LA. Think about all over the country, man. Jesus Christ.
They don't want you to know.
What?
They don't want you to go and protest. They don't want you to hear about what happened. They don't want you to know about the court documents that put them on blast. They don't want you to pull up to the cop's house that murdered your child.
Tell them, Khaled.
They don't want it, but guess what? You know who knows? God did.
God did.
And we're gonna be out there, baby. And let me tell you, every time the cops be like, in another one, we gonna pull up. We gonna pull up. And another one, we gonna pull up.
And another one.
Every single time. And every time we find out about it, I don't care if it was from 2005. If this cop did it in 2005 and we just found out about it, in 2022, it's gonna be news.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna make sure that they pull up to your house too, officer. It just is what it is. Like, there's somebody's child out there who was murdered and never got any justice, never got their child's name stated. Literally, just cops just moved on and continued to serve or not serve, continued to haunt that community. While this mother or this father, brother, sister, uncle, cousin no longer had their sibling, their family member, their child. But that cop still got to go ahead and ride through that community and haunt that community and let them know, I took one of yours, I could do it again. Yeah, so this ain't nothing new, baby. Just a different state, city, police officer, police department. That is all that is.
Think that it's since it's LA, California, it don't happen. Hell no. This is what the same thing. Thank you. Shout out to Tiger as well too for doing the story. But it's the same thing that Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, let's just say that NWA was rapping about back in the 80s. Still the same thing. Still the same thing.
That's your time.
Not too much. Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Hey. Is that how far you can remember?
What you talking about? Like as far back?
Yeah, music wise.
It depends. Like if something comes up, I remember like, oh damn, that was my song back in the day. Like Lisa and Cult Jam. You see, you too young for that. You probably
I know Lisa, but that's not. I know them, but I don't think that was something that I was like. I mean, not I don't think I know because baby, I went.
You're right.
I went back and listened to or whatever that. I like to go back old school, but there's some that I don't touch on because it's just not like.
Oh, what about Club Nouveau?
What did they sing or rap?
Lean on Me was one of their songs.
Okay, so I know.
Okay, yeah. And then Rumors. Look at all these rumors. They're trying every day. You see, too young for that.
You know what? Did I tell you guys about this? When I went to a concert last week, the African concert, and the girl next to me, she said, "How old are you?" I said, 32. She was like, "Wow, you look good." Wow. And I was like, "Girl, this is what 32 looks like." Okay, like I can wear a crop top. Okay. I can have my abs out today. Like, I don't know what we're doing. Like, and then guess how old she was?
Like 23 or 24?
The girl next to her was 23, and she did the same thing to me. Wow, 32. Whoa.
The damn 20-year-olders, well, I swear they think like, Oh my God, you're 30 something, girl. You about to be there in a few years. You gonna
It
look
comes
the
fast.
damn same.
I turned 30 on doing this show, right? And I'm 32 now. It comes really fast. So it's funny because like I'm looking at her. I'm like, I remember when I was in my 20s. 20s was great. 20s was cute. It was also stressful. But I remember when I was in my 20s, when I was in the early stages of 20, like a 23-year-old, I can see her looking at me like 32. Wow, you're with me. I can see that for her. I can definitely see that for her. But the 27-year-old. Baby, you just
She's right there, girl.
you right there. But I will say for me, I still look at the 27-year-olds like, girl, you doing that? Wait till you turn. That's where I'm at with it. Wait till, girl, you doing that? Baby, you still in your 20s.
What's funny is even coming up in my 20s, I don't think we did anything like that for anybody in our 30s because I think we were all partying with each other. So it was just like, oh, you 30 something? Oh, bet that's cool. I guess I take that back. I think we did used to be like,
we
oh,
did. When you're in your early 20s, you think that he's 30. He's too old.
Right.
Like, and like we were talking about people like she's 30, girl. Like, yeah, she's 30. She's 30. She's 30. And now look at me. That's me. But that was the early 20s. That's why I don't fault the 23-year-old. But baby, the one that's 27.
You can't let it go.
Like, no. We gotta calm down with the you're 32. You look so no, this is what 32 looks like. It looks good. It looks good. The same way 27 did, and the same way 23. Nah, 23.
And the way that 43 do.
Okay, 43 look good, baby. Okay. It don't matter.
Well, when I turn to the side, I'm like, damn, that side profile nice.
Baby, when I turn to the side, I'm like, damn, what waist? What waist? Okay. Still working on the front profile. But the side, I'm like, what waist? All ass. from the front, it's just straight up and down. I didn't get the hips yet. The hips that they said was coming in my 30s. Where are they? I didn't get them. The Lord just said no, you know. But when I turn to the side, I'd be like, God did.
Get off my camera, girl.
Woo. Oh, Lord.
But I will say, these 40 cent though, child, everything went down here. Gravity caught up. I got side boob like a mug, and I hate it. Ooh, I can't stand it. And I'm like,
what
I
is
can't wait
side
to hit
boob?
the gym.
Oh, side boob is like when you show your side boob in an outfit. That's for me. That's what I think of when you show.
When I say side boob for a man, is the little flap that's under your arm right there, the little jigger right there.
Back fat.
Side boob.
Oh.
Because it's a continuation of the fat that's right there. You see, it don't look like that now, but you take the shirt off, it just kind of.
You know, skinny people get it too. Or small people or slimmer people or whatever. They get it too. So it's not like you can get back fat from just anything. Like
anything.
This is what you do. When I even see anything remotely happening on my side, let me tell you, I don't care what I'm doing, baby.
Child. Right.
And make sure you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta stimulate the area. Like stimulate the area. You gotta do that. Like get it in there, like, you know? Because if you don't be moving them arms, child, they just gonna just crazy.
There. Right.
Mm-hmm. It gets crazy. Because like I keep telling people during the pandemic when I really just wasn't doing nothing, it literally creeps up on you out of nowhere. And then you're at a place where I don't feel like working it out. Like I don't feel like getting myself together. I ate so terrible and I drank like a sailor. Like I have wine every day, like all the time. But nah, y'all, that Haitian rum that Marcus was talking about, I was going through bottles. And if y'all know Baba Code, y'all know how is she going through those bottles? I was going through bottles. And then next thing you know, I woke up. Lethargic. I was like, dang. Let me go make sure I'm not pregnant. God. But it was just me.
Girl,
with
right.
alcohol in my belly.
Doing pandemic, so you wake up like, damn.
Let me have another drink.
What I did, that's what I did yesterday.
Sleep.
Damn, I need to, oh no, I need to do something.
Yes, that's what I started being like, okay, let me go and work out.
That's what I remember what I did during the pandemic. I got diabetes. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, remember during the pandemic, there was too much happening. Remember during the pandemic, I was at the hospital every day because the cancerous cells then came back. I'm like, why would it do that in 2020? How is this my life? Like, what is happening? Had the worst breakup in the history of my life. It was just so. Now that's why you're right. You're right. Now I'm remembering why I was drinking.
Oh shit!
Didn't see my family. I was alone in my house, bro.
Yes.
It was just.
Now I remember.
Now I see why, and I don't regret having those drinks now. I'm thinking about it.
Everything that I did, this room was part of the pandemic. The living room was part of the pandemic. The diabetes was part of the pandemic. So I don't regret none of it. I had to do what I had to do to make the goddamn it survive because it was tough.
Crazy. It got crazy.
But you know what? That's what we need to do, Becca. We need to have a pandemic episode where we bring people on and let them talk about what happened to them through the pandemic, child. Because I know a lot of people got stories, man.
Yeah, no, we should definitely because I know a lot of people do have stories. Y'all hear us every day. We done forgot because we done came up a little bit over the hill with our issues, but we ain't let our issues really be taking us down like they used to.
Right.
But baby, like I know y'all got stories. Like how Bubba says, Rebecca got a story to tell. We know y'all got stories to tell. So if you can't, I would love to read some of them because if we can't have the system where we bring it up, I would love to read some of them. So if you guys want to, our social media channels, send us a DM. Give us some of your best story times during the pandemic. It could be sad, but I'm looking for some really hilarious ones. Nothing too crazy because we still is on the people's TVs and media channels. Okay, so don't make it nothing crazy. All right,
right. Put it DMs and then Roller Dragon said Discord as well too, because in Discord I can go in and find them and pull them. So yeah, that'd be perfect.
Discord, Twitch. I'm hoping because I haven't heard us talk about Twitch. As well as IG. Instagram is working, y'all. So please, utilize that on our Instagram page, Like It or Not Show. On Twitter, we are, and I don't have the password to that, but somebody did create it. And I think it's called Like It or Not Show as well there. I don't know, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong. Our Facebook, we have Like It or Not as well. You guys can find it there. So wherever we go, we will check all of those platforms and we will look for your testimonials and we'll read them. That'll be for the rest of the week. We'll share those. What's going on? What's your face looking like that?
Nothing. Boondocks Dragon just sent a message saying, y'all send some good vibes to my hubs. He just got informed that one of his best friends was shot and killed in his home this morning. He is not taking it well. So shout out to Boondocks and
our condolences.
Damn, I hate to hear that. Yeah.
Yes, our condolences. We're sending love out to you, strength, encouragement, just to take this on because I know that
that's a lot.
That's a lot. It's hard for people to just a lot. So sending my love out to you. I know getting through the day may be tough, but I'm glad that you have a partner with you, to help you get through that.
Yeah. Man.
That is sad. Tragic. So shout out to Boondocks. If you guys are watching, send Boondocks some love and make sure that just send them some love because when it comes to things like that, it's hard to tell somebody how to feel in that moment or have the words to say. So if you can't, just send them some love. We got one more story, and this is going to be submitted by Josh. Yes, Josh, we could definitely do this story. Yesterday, it was a viral video that the news was actually very viral of a Louisville, Kentucky father hopping on a bus and we're going to be utilizing the video, Josh, but a Louisville, Kentucky father hopping on a bus and allegedly, but you can see in the video, threatening a bus full of children and telling them don't touch his daughter again, saying that his daughter has constantly been bullied. And the father has been since identified as Delvonte King. He actually issue an apology. Now, before we get to the apology, what was said or what was going around with the original video that went viral was that the children were afraid and that the father got off the bus and continued to allegedly follow the bus and at some time brandished a gun, showed off the gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want to continue the conversation, but let's continue it after we hear what the father had to say.
Yeah.
Um,
It's probably still
is
down
that
low.
a moving truck in your background, Bubba?
Child, I don't know if it's a dump truck, a moving truck. It's just beeping his ass off out here. I'm like, damn, can y'all hurry up and back up? You've been backing up for 10 minutes. Like the driveway ain't that big.
Let's take a listen to the video.
Bus happened after a fight between two kids at the school, and what it became was chaos. The letter says two people boarded the bus and threatened the students. When the bus driver got them off, they got in a car and followed the bus. And students say they saw those people display a gun. The bus drove back to Carter.
Okay, so Josh, grab that response video from him, the one in the link that you actually posted. Grab that response video as well. But while you grab that, let me know when you have it, okay? But when we're looking at this, right? This is a perfect place to actually have the conversation. What do I seen in the comment section, and I because I like to see what people are thinking of these particular moments, and and I seen in the comment section that people were like, I don't play about my child. I go to war behind mine. I go under the jail for mine. And I get that. I do completely get that. But is there a time where we're going too far?
You know, I don't have kids, but if I did, I do think there is a point where it does go too far. You know, I think it could have been handled differently. My thing is, once I take the necessary steps I need to take to first make sure my child is safe, which is going to the school and telling them what's going on or talking to the bus driver and doing that. Then if I don't get the results I need after doing that, then I'll probably move on to another level. But I'm not going to get on the whole bus threatening the entire bus. You know, I'm probably going to see where that child, mama, daddy stay at and go approach them at the house instead and not get on the bus and then follow the bus. To me, that's crazy because you can tell with the kids crying, they sound like they were younger kids. So
and they recorded
yeah, and they sound like they were scared as hell. That little girl crying, I'm like, ooh, that's that cry like you just got your ass whooped cry. Okay. So I think I would have, instead of doing that, I'm gonna talk to my child and say, I need to know who this child is. Then I'm gonna go to the school and then we're gonna do a conference so I can see who your mom and daddy is. And then after I see who your mom and daddy is, if I want to get the results that I need after that, then I'm not gonna pull up on the bus. I'm gonna pull up at the mom and daddy house.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what the father actually had to say about why he went on the bus.
As to everybody that I offended, all the kids and parents, I want to apologize to JCPS. I want to apologize to the school bus driver also, because at the end of the day, I did act out of character. My child was being bullied since last year. School been notified, parents been notified. Nobody's done nothing about it. Then next thing you know, my daughter, she gets jumped on the school bus.
So I think,
so okay,
but still, but yet and still, okay, yet and still, yet and still, Josh, what's that? I would love to know so I can tease it. But yet and still, during this apology, during this apology, I hear what he's saying. I still don't think it was appropriate for him to hop on the bus and, show a gun off. Go to the
Yeah.
no. See that was gonna sound crazy because we don't do that either. Not in this
You about to
climate
say go
at
to the
all.
school?
Yeah, no, can't do that.
Oh,
You can't go to the
shit.
school with no gun either. No, no, no,
Especially a
no,
black man. Absolutely not.
no, 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 no. We are not doing that. Not doing that. But I say this to say what we just seen, honestly, is a father who was frustrated, but should
Yeah.
have still taken it to the school, not with the gun, not with anything like that. Sat down with the teachers, excuse me, not the teachers, but the administration, the head, and say, I haven't gotten anything back. Here is what it looks like. Here's what my child's saying, and I'm having to bring my child to school themselves, whatever. But I understand the father's frustration. He said that he got nothing from the school, talked about it, went to the administration, let them know, and there was nothing that could be done. And people might say, just take her to another school. Sometimes that is more, that's difficult. You can't just pick the child up and take them to another school. It just doesn't work like that. And your frustration as a parent is, I can't save my child. She's been constantly bullied. She was jumped. And now I'm on the bus. I don't know which kid exactly did it. I just know it's a kid on this bus. And I just want you guys to know to stop messing with my daughter. Do you think his apology meant anything?
You know, I'm glad that he took to apologize. I'm glad that he did, because at this point now, because like I just said, what I said previously, go and try to handle the situation by talking to the school and to the people, parents, and to come find out he did all of that and nothing was done. So I don't think he was right to still get on the bus and do what he did. But now at this point, he's brought national attention to the situation. So now the school is going to have to do something. But at this point, it shouldn't take all of this for the school system, the teachers. It shouldn't take all of this for them to do something. My sister had the similar situation with my niece. When she was younger and coming up through school, there was this kid that was bullying her. Sister went up to the school several times and they did nothing at all about it, to the point to where my niece was coming home crying every day. And she was young, at least maybe 6 or 7. I don't even think she was that young. But I mean, that old. So what she had to do, she had to take them out of school and do homeschooling because the school wouldn't do anything. So it kind of sucks that it had to happen like this, but it's just like when you get to that last step of what can you do, especially when that's your child.
So he actually said that he never followed the bus nor displayed a gun to anybody. And this is according to Wave News, which is who he contacted to make sure he clarified the story and added context. He said, I don't have guns. He said, I didn't follow the school buses. I don't wave guns at kids, at children. That is false. That is false. They're down tearing my character, making me seem like I'm a monster, and I'm not. I'm just a father who was worried about my child. And ultimately, King knows his anger got the best of him and distorted his message. However, he wants people to know the message came out like it did because he loved his kids, like you were just saying. He said, I shouldn't have done that. He said, I shouldn't have did that. But for my child, it's the lengths that I have to go. I don't physically want to harm anybody. I'm not here to do that, but verbally, vocally, I'm going to say what's got to be said so you understand to leave my child alone. And this is what he told WAVE News. He said he wants to do something for the children on the bus to prove how sincere his apology is. Wave News reached out to JCPS, which is a school, to see if there has been any formal bullying complaints. A district spokesperson said an open records request would need to be submitted to release that information. So clearly there probably has, because if it wasn't, they would have been quick to say, they has been, he ain't never been, did nothing, they never complained and never do nothing. I would say, so I understand in this case. Now, right now in this particular climate, it is very scary when we hear about these things and it automatically comes out as if this black man got on the bus, threatened these students, continued to follow them, showed off a gun to scare them and threaten them, and then took it back to his house and just went on for a regular day. He actually himself reached out to the news channel, sat down, was apologetic, and actually talked about the receipts that he had. I've been contacting these people. They never got back to me. I contacted the school. I contacted the administration. I contacted the higher ups and no one has ever got back to me. So I had to take matters into my own hands. And he said he's very apologetic. I'm not saying that what he did was right. It was out of
Right.
emotion for his child, which is, you go too far. He understands that he went too far and he wants to apologize to the children. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they allowed him to, because this is Louisville, Kentucky. I wouldn't be surprised if they allowed him to do that. However, I don't like. So when I was younger, this stuff, it wouldn't have been televised, and it's happened in my community. Okay, I had a parent who was tired of her daughter being disrespected by the bus driver, or how she felt her daughter was being disrespected by the bus driver. I was friends with the bus driver's daughter, and I was friends with the child who was getting disrespected. I was friends with her. And so them two actually fought, the children. Now the mama came on to say to the bus driver, who was the other girl's mom, get your child. And the lady said on the bus, if anybody else touch my child on this bus, I already know what's up. And we're just sitting on the bus like, oh my God, what's going on? It's getting crazy. We didn't have camera phones, didn't have nothing. But she threatened us. And as she started to get off, the bus driver was just tired. She said, don't you come on my bus and threaten my kids, my children. Don't you come on my bus and threaten my children. Because we were her kids. She said, I'll whoop your ass. And now they're fighting. And she kicked that lady off the bus after fighting her and continued to do our routes and drop us off at home. All you heard was, girl, I'm going to call you back because I got to get these kids home, because she done called people. And then I don't know what happened after that, but she was still our bus driver for the rest of the year. Y'all, it gets crazy. But nowadays, it's like, it was funny back in the day, but in today's climate, this stuff, it's serious because of what's happening in school grounds, what's happening on school buses. How our kids are not feeling safe. We don't want that. We don't want to see children crying. We weren't crying on our bus. We just thought, oh gosh.
Oh, I'm gonna ask this question. Do you think that people's feeling when they first saw this video would have been different if it was a female, if the mothers had got on the bus instead? Because I think now, seeing that it was two black men, they look like they're the aggressors, and it looks like mad aggressive. But I really think if it was a female that was on there, I think the situation would have been totally different.
Yeah. So I'll say this. There were a lot of cases where I say gender does play a role, gender and color. And so, yes.
Do we have time for it?
Well, we do. We have 10 minutes.
Okay.
And
because I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
We tried to do the story yesterday, or I had dropped the story yesterday. So this is an important one we definitely have to do. So if this is an update, that'll be perfect. Now, and if you look in the and I apologize, people, we're talking to Josh. I know how we're talking to Josh. If you can look and grab the interview that she did, it's actually in the thread from yesterday or the day before. It's gonna be her actually talking, so grab that. But I'll say this. I will say gender and color does play a role in how we see and view these types of stories. It definitely can go hand in hand, or it could be separated. And if we know it was a black woman in this case, of course, we would have thought of her as ghetto, loud, aggressive, but I don't know if it would have been threatening to the children, right?
Yeah.
Or if threatening to the children would have been the first thing on the list. But because it is a black man, and that's why he has to go and try to save his face. It's like, okay, now I am not the type of man. Like, the community knows me. Like, I'm known around here. Like, they know I'm that type of person. And he has to go clear his name, because exactly what's being done is, that's the reaction that comes with being a black man. And I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm just saying it just gets crazier. Now, imagine if it was a white man. In today's climate, I would say we would be out here like, that mass murderer is on this bus. And threatened people's kids and brandished a gun at some point and started driving behind them. Like, it would have been that. Because of our climate today, we are afraid of those type of people. Naturally, people look at black men as aggressive. Not only aggressive, threats. They just come on and they are threats. even black women unknowingly, I've seen this. I literally was just watching the damn housewife show, and one of the men had stood up and said, "Hold on now, you're not gonna talk to my wife like that." And so one of the other women were saying, "Oh, he got up," and he didn't even scream, he didn't yell. One of the other women who were black women said, "That's a man who got up and told us not to talk to his wife like that. I was threatened." And I was like, oh my God. The man literally said, don't talk to his wife, don't call her bitches and hoes and stuff like that. Don't talk to his wife like that. And you got, see what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
sometimes can be the culprits as well, because it's something that, like, you see a black man and he's automatically a threat.
Yeah, and I told you at my job it's been like that because I'm passionate about what I do. So when I say something and I'm passionate about it, oh my gosh, like, hey James, we need to talk to you because we were told that you were just being a little threatening. What what?
Yeah. Yep.
If y'all gonna get the hell on out my face with all of that bullshit, I
had to plug in my computer. I apologize. Listen. Now we'll continue to watch the story develop, because I want to see what's going to happen with this man. Are the whites going to be outside protesting? What's going to happen? What that looks like, or is it a community of people that are going to be like, okay, let's sit down and have a conversation. Let's see what's happening. Let's see how we can fix this.
I just hope that the school does something about it, because right now at this point, I'm like I said, I'm glad that he came forward first and put everything out there before anybody else could. So now y'all they can't say nothing because this man came forward first. So now y'all got to show and prove. If not, y'all are going to be doing everything y'all can to save face in this community.
For sure. Speaking of saving face, that's something that Fannie Willis, Fulton County's DA, doesn't care to do. Let me tell you.
Fannie ain't playing.
Fannie is not playing with the kids. She's not playing with the children. She's not playing with your favorite celebrity. Okay, listen. 26 alleged gang members have been indicted after a series of crimes against Atlanta celebrities, and this is all due to your new DA, Fulton County's Fannie Willis. Listen to Fannie. She said the gang targeted and tracked those who flaunt their wealth on social media, but not only on social media, also in rap songs, as we know with a few of the people. We know Young Thug, we know Gunna, we know all people associated with that particular gang. Was it just Young Slime or YSL? There we go. And so everybody most people who were associated with that, we've seen that. We saw how that played out. We saw how it was tripping us up when we were trying to figure out what RICO was, child. It was tripping us up. So if you guys are wondering what we're talking about, remember when we were discussing RICO charges and how they were utilizing that to get the gang members and their leaders and anybody associated with it, no matter when it happened or when they were associated with this gang, everybody was getting got. Remember, it was tripping us up. RICO, we was all wrong and we was all right. We had to do the research on air. So so there were 26 people arrested in connection to gang-related activity in Metro Atlanta. Many incidents were connected to well-known celebrities in the city, like the ones that I named. And this was according to Fulton District Attorney on Monday. DA Fannie Willis announced that they are formally bringing RICO charges against the drug rich gang. Remember we talked about YSL. Now they bringing it to the drug rich gang. She said, if you thought Fulton County, she said, if you thought Fulton was a good county to bring your crime to bring your violence to, you are wrong and you are going to suffer consequences, Willis said. And today is the start of some of those consequences. She continued. The office said on that the gang targeted and tracked those who flaunt their wealth on social media. Many were celebrities, including, and here are the names: Calvin Ridley, wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons; Brad Guzan, goalkeeper for Atlanta United; Marlo Hampton, reality star on The Housewives of Atlanta; Brittany Mealy, a social media star who has a child with the rapper Future.
And also add in there, I just saw this last night, Mariah Carey. They also broke into her house as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People broke into her house, but who broke into her house?
The people that's part of this game. Child, they
Oh, okay. Okay,
yeah,
so that makes
it's
sense. I remember
yeah,
that was like 2 weeks ago, about almost 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
So, so this is crazy that these people are allegedly part of drug rich gang. Willis has also mentioned that not all were celebrities. The commonality was showing wealth and access on social platforms. Y'all, let's just hear it before I continue. Let's hear what she had to say because drug rich gang is new to me. But let's just hear what
Yeah.
she had to say, child.
Also spoke on the broader gang issue that's affecting Fulton County right now, saying criminals should start expecting harsher punishments.
Get out of this county or expect to start seeing sentences that go life plus. Because I am not going to negotiate with gang members. I am not going to allow pleas. We are going to find you. We are going to convince you. And we're going to send you to the prison for the rest of your days. And I'm not apologizing for that.
So we are watching this play out as DA Willis and prosecutors build a case against Young Thug and other alleged members of the YSL Street Gang. About 10 days ago, a judge denied bond again for Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams. He's facing several gang-related charges. Williams will remain in the Cobb County Jail until his RICO trial begins. That's set for early January.
Okay, so excuse me, we have one more clip, but before we get there, I want you guys to understand this lady isn't playing. Now, Bubba, since you are a Fulton County resident, I am a former Fulton County resident.
Right.
When I lived there, it was crime. Crime was not escalated as it is today. Or crime wasn't highlighted as it is today. Now, for you, do you think Fannie Willis, who just got seated, child, do you think that she's doing the most?
I don't think she's doing the most because a lot of the gang activity that's been going on has been running rampant for a few years now. And like during the pandemic, it really got out of control. So, and just seeing that some of the people that are allegedly doing these things, it kind of is messed up because like, I listen to a lot of these people. It's just like, what in the hell is going on? But it's one of those things where, and then it was one of those, they used lyrics, a lot of rap lyrics to get some of these people as well too. And I'm like, at one point, I know we were having that discussion of you can't bring rap lyrics into the courtroom, but in situations like this, especially with these new age rappers and everything, like back in the day, some of that stuff they were just talking about. Those weren't real crimes. But like, child, y'all are that bold and emblazoned to get on a song and talk about the holdup that you just did, or the person that you just shot and killed yesterday, or the house that you just broke into. So at this point, I can't be mad that she's using the rap lyrics, especially that you can prove it and put everything together with it. So I think that she's trying to do the right thing. I just hope that it goes somewhere, and hopefully that these two gangs will get off the street. But these two, I think these two are maybe probably the biggest two in Atlanta, but it's a lot more out there. And especially that these gang members are going to elementary schools here in Atlanta to recruit.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm going to give you guys a little bit more a breakdown about the drug rich gang. But before we do that, Miss Fannie Willis had more to say for those people, your favorite musicians, your Atlanta favorite artists. If you guys want to utilize your songs, just don't put what you did in your songs. Let's take a look.
That's stupid as hell to me anyway.
However, you do not get to commit crimes in my county and then decide to brag on it, which you do that for a form of intimidation and to further the gang and not be held responsible. One of the lyrics used in this indictment. Just one of the lyrics is me and my crew striking out, striking in all black. Send me the drop, we'll kick in the house. If we steal a car, we're gonna take off the tag. Well, they kicking indoors, committing home invasions, and now I'm using those lyrics that they're admitting to doing that. I'm gonna continue to do that. People can continue to be angry about it. I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county.
Okay. So I'll say this. When I was a resident of Fulton County, I had my car broken into, and I lived on the nicer side of Fulton County. I had my car broken into. The police department said this happens all the time. And this was years ago. Now, in my community right now, there is a brand new Rolls Royce truck parked outside. There's a Lamborghini parked outside. There is
girl, pause. Where the hell you stay at again? God damn, son. I'm sorry.
I live where the white YouTube people, white YouTube
the influencers creators.
Yes, they live here.
Influencers.
They live
influencers
here.
shit.
They
The
live
creators.
Here.
Okay, got you.
The white ones. They live here. But there's like all these if they were to park those cars in what we call Buckhead in Midtown. I remember when my partner, my ex lived there, and I would go there all the time. And we wake up, and I talked about it on the show. Y'all can go back 2 years ago. I would wake up and everybody's vehicle was broken into. They were sitting on stilts or sitting on those little stones. Yeah, bricks. They were breaking into the cars. There's a page called ATL Scoop. And inside, and I don't really follow that page, but I get people sending me stuff from that page. It just shows you the crime. And I hate to say it. I know people, T.I. said that Atlanta is Wakanda. It's not. It's not. Living outside. Remember, Amaretta, she said it's not Atlanta, and that's okay. I'm okay. I don't live any longer in what we call Atlanta. I want to see another day. I don't want to have to go out in Atlanta and feel like I'm always. So I see why she's being like, no, we're not going to have Atlanta go to mess.
Yeah,
we're not doing that. So if we're going to go ahead, tackle what's bringing the crime in, we're going to do that ASAP. So it's like, I want to be upset with her because I love Thugga Thugga. I love Thugga Thugga. But if you did that, brother, you did that.
Yeah. And I'm about to say, because Rebecca, oh my gosh, downtown Atlanta, Buckhead, that whole Midtown, it was like during the pandemic, this is where people got bored at and stupid shit was going on. This is where they were breaking windows. I stopped going downtown, stopped parking down there, because everybody that I talked to, I've had several friends that were downtown got their windows busted out, to the point to where people were just starting to leave their windows down there if they're parking down there.
Yeah.
Because don't break my window, child, and you're not taking them, but you looking for money and guns. I'm just gonna leave my window down, because that makes no sense. Like I said, it's one of those things where if you research the story more, and this is for everybody that's in the chat rooms talking, if you research the story more, they go through the lyrics and they match up the lyrics with the people that were talking about it and the people that they indicted now. So it's not one of those things where it's a ghostwriter or anything. No, it's just these stupid ass people writing and bragging about what they did in their rap songs. And they're, like I said, they're just that bold that this is what they'll do. Now, I'm not saying that Young Thug and Gunna did it, but there are a lot of people in this group. This is what they did. And it's crazy.
It's wild. It's wild because when you look at how I rap some of the lyrics in the song.
Yeah.
I'm a killer. I'm a shooter when I'm listening to these songs and I'm running, baby. I'm part of that. I'm out here. But when you know that it's real, there's a song that I particularly love with Young Thug and my boy Ty Dolla $ign, and he talks about how he beat the case. And it's like, they try to get me, man. That's my song. I ain't even gonna hold you, but just to hear it and know that he was part of people losing their lives. You gotta think about that. You gotta think about that. No, you got, like, your favorite. If this was Suge Knights and them click, it's like that, but in Atlanta, right? You
But in
gotta.
Atlanta.
There's some things that have happened underneath these labels that actually are active gangs. So, but like I said, before we get out of here, let me go ahead and break down to you guys, because it was news to me, what drug rich gang is. So,
Yeah.
according to 11 Alive, through their investigation, DA Willis said members of drug rich gang used the symbolism of prescription bottles and money symbols and jewelry and tattoos. She added that the gang is a hybrid organization, including Gangster Disciples, GD, and Bloods. They primarily operate in DeKalb County, according to the office, or according to the office, the DA's office. The indictment lists crimes go back to 2018, and the gang itself has been documented by the office since 2016, y'all. So my thing is,
and real quick, the pill bottles and the dollar sign symbols and all the symbols and everything that you just said, they also pointed at all of this to the people they indicted as well too. The symbolisms, everything. Y'all don't understand with the RICO charges, and I'm glad this. I found a whole bunch about RICO. I thought it was just the person, but no, it's a whole lot of other stuff. So, okay, I'm like, I know RICO. Okay, no, I don't. I don't know RICO at all.
RICO.
But with the RICO charges, it gives them the, I'm not gonna say the permission, but it gives them the tools to go deeper and to do a lot more research with stuff, to where all these symbols and all the stuff, like everything you just said, Rebecca, all of that is linked to the songs, the video clips, the money they hold it. It's a lot. It is a whole lot. The rabbit hole goes deep with this.
And she is making an example, because if we're ever going to save the community, I hate to say it. No, I don't hate to say it, but if we're ever going to save the community, we have to go ahead and find out the root cause.
Yeah.
And the ones that are getting away with it. And it may be your favorite rapper. Again, I love Young Thug. Like, I love his music. I do. And Gunna is just a baby who happened to be enthralled and wrapped up in this stuff. He's just a baby that just came out in the music industry.
Right.
And it's been taken from him. So I worry. And yes, you are right. You are right. Roller Dragon, I'm only somebody who raps the music. I'm not linked to anything. And I get that's why I say that's what, in my mind when I'm rapping, I feel like I am linked. I'm pulling up, right? But no, honestly, to know that he allegedly is responsible for people not having their kids, people not having their child or their brother or their cousin, over a decade's time. They have been following this. And then to know that there are people, which I'm still trying to wrap my head around, this drug rich gang. And we'll get out of here. But this drug rich gang, how people are just operating in different areas. We're talking about in sports. We're talking about just in the housewives, crew.
Yeah.
And they're a part of these different gangs. And they too, what crimes are they committing is what I'm trying to say. Are they, like somebody put, is the crime that they committed but this is the thing. Is the crime that they committed just having wealth? No. The RICO puts all y'all with a little bit of blood on your hands, even if it's a drop, just because you have associated yourself with this the gang.
And real quick, it's them showing wealth too, but they're going they're showing a lot of the wealth, but a lot of that wealth that they're showing online is the stuff that they've stolen from a lot of these celebrities. So they go after the celebrities who be flaunting wealth and stuff, like Marlo and Mariah showing off rings and everything, just like showing what they worked hard for, just like anybody does. And they go and stealing the shit from people. But
so
like
they're
I said, the rabbit hole goes deeper.
The people that flaunt their wealth online.
Yeah, they're not even flaunting it. If you like, let's say Rebecca, you got a nice ass ring on, you just might be in the picture one day. They coming.
Okay, now it makes sense to me because I get real confused about the stuff. When they start talking like these words, I have to read like 90 times the same thing over and over to get the understanding. But I remember the episode of when Marlo was talking about her house getting hit up. And she was very afraid. But she said the police department worked with her very well. I remember hearing about Mariah Carey's home getting hit up.
Yeah.
And just knowing that these are the people that they're targeting, but it's people that's working with celebrity gang folks, but you got your people outside hitting up.
It's crazy. The whole thing crazy, man. And that's like we talk about this all day because it's just like a lot of times it's like I hate that it's in our community, man. Just don't mess up the community. We got like 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 7-year-olds getting killed and shot because it's just stupid stuff. And I hate that. That's the main thing.
A
You're fucking up
rapper
the community.
is responsible for a 7-year-old getting shot recently, and then there was another case
See?
from a few years ago where a rapper was responsible for a 7-year-old getting shot as well. But anyways, we can go through a lot of the stress and drama that's happening right here in Atlanta locally. We will be following, of course, the RICO case. We will be following that more and more, and so we have hit overtime, you guys, but I know you love to hear us and see us. I know you hate to see us leave. What is it that I hate to see you leave?
I hate to see you
like
leave,
to watch me
but I
go,
love to watch you walk away.
so no, watch me go. That's what Lil
Walk
Wayne
away
said.
is walk away.
It's go.
I hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you walk away.
Well, Lil Wayne in that song, I could make your bed rock, girl.
No, he was wrong because remember Loretta Devine
Okay.
in Waiting to Exhale when she was like, "Hey, I got some
I remember.
collard greens and chicken over here. I hate to see you leave.
I hope he ain't
but I
watching
love
me.
to see you walk away." Right.
I hope he ain't watching. Yeah, I remember. Okay. So
I love Loretta Devine. I'm sorry.
Me too. I love Loretta Devine. Anywho, and she's a beautiful woman too. We are at the end of the show. If you absolutely love this episode and us learning more about RICO in real time and what's going on locally here in Atlanta and the stories that we were covering from the top to from the rooter to the tutor, make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe. Share, and subscribe. Help us get our numbers up. Help us push to a place where we can monetize, because they don't like to monetize the content that we cover. So we can help monetize. Please, please, please. With your help, we can continue to do this. Please. I love you guys so much. Mean it. And
awesome show today too.
We are awesome show today. I love when you guys get to talking and get to teaching me, child. But and we're at a place where, hey guys, listen, we're at the end of the summer. That means the summer show is coming to an end, but we are going to be building up the regular show for you once again. That will be looking different. But that's going to be us in meetings and discussing how that looks moving forward. But we are working with you. We're going to be right here until the last day of summer, and then we're going to take a break to bring back our normal show for you guys. But we can't do it without you. You guys, listen. We're passing the collection plate around. We're at the end of the show. Becca's voice on Cash App. DJ XC on Cash App.
Oh yeah, and also y'all, no patron party this Friday. I forgot to say it yesterday. No patron party Friday because I have to DJ an event at Atlanta City Hall for some
making money on the
leaders, politician leaders or something that they said. So yeah, it ought to be fun.
I like that. He a DJ for the politics.
Okay, they lowballing me on the pay, but it's like I'm like, all right, I just can't turn down no events, child. I need money, but it might be a pretty good networking thing. I think it's gonna be pretty good networking.
And that's right. You go over there with your best and you go network, honey, and let them know that you got a platform, honey.
Okay.
You got a show, baby. Hello. What y'all want to do? You want to be featured on the show? You want to be ballers?
Hey,
anyway,
look,
I gotta get.
I'm hoping I see Renita. I hope I see Representative Chan in there.
Because you know people.
See,
because you know people.
Fun. I need to. You need to come on through, Rebecca. That's like Friday, like afternoon. But
on Friday night, I'm gonna go see PJ Morton. I apologize.
Oh, boo, you
Yeah,
suck.
I'm gonna go see TJ Martin. Anyways, it is 10:45. Listen. Once again, thank you. We are passing the collection plate around. DJ X3C and Becca's voice on the Cash App. DJ X3C and Becca's voice on Cash App. If you know somebody, or if you aren't a Patreon, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Please, patreon.com/like it or not. Patreon.com/like it or not. Thank you guys so much for what you do thus far. Thank you guys for what you are about to do and what you are going to do. I love you guys so much. And before we leave, Bubba, did you get that affirmation?
You know what? I had a good one, and in the midst of me looking at it and talking about patron party and stuff, it changed. So I have a good one now. I am extremely motivated and driven to succeed. I am extremely motivated and driven to succeed. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's take on the week, guys. It is Wednesday. I mean, we still got a few more days left. Let's take the rest of the week on. Love you. Mean it.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much again for tuning in to our awesome ass show, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Shout out to Marcus who popped up on us today. Appreciate you, brother. Love you, mean it. And shout out to everybody else, man. I love y'all. Hey, mom and daddy, love y'all, and I'll see y'all later on. Y'all make sure y'all have a great day, man. It's hump day. Y'all gonna be great. Love on yourself and love on others too. Deuces, y'all.
When I get you back, oh yeah, I promise you'll never leave me. When it comes to you and me, there's no one else I'd rather be with. Baby, I won't let you down. I got it, I know you need it. Love is it when you're around. Oh, please say that you believe it, 'cause I don't wanna lose you. I hope you feel that way too. No, I don't wanna lose you. Baby, don't go. Don't go. When I get you back, oh yeah. When I get you back, oh yeah.